you keep catching?
No, that's smaller.
Oh.
Friends, good morning and welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Friends, today I'm going to share with you my 2020 outlook on the spring walleye season. I wonder with this big warm-up coming tomorrow if that'll help the Saginaw River out.
Right.
I'll tell you what, I can't wait for that first week of 50-degree weather. You know?
Detroit River's going to be...
Well, you know, yesterday I heard an interesting statistic. Right now there's 15% ice coverage on Lake Erie, on the Great Lakes. The entire Great Lakes has 15% ice coverage. At this time last year, it was 65%.
Right.
So with 50% less ice coverage on the Great Lakes, we should be in the river jigging by mid-March.
Well...
As soon as the sag closes,
Right.
As soon as the sag closes, we should be able to jig the Detroit River.
And you know,
with a week left in February, we're in a pretty interesting position this winter. Most of you know that the ice coverage on Lake St. Clair this year is very, very limited. So for guys that were excited about a good ice fishing season, it was pretty disappointing. So myself, I've gone looking to inland lakes to try to satisfy my desire for a little ice fishing this winter. This past week, I did some reconnaissance up in Oakland County. I found that quite a few of the inland lakes in Oakland County, in fact, most of the lakes I looked at, had ice. And a lot of them appeared to be safe ice. I didn't take the time to go check them all, but the ice appeared to be in pretty good condition. However, with that being said, this past week I also read a report, the report that just came out from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, that the ice coverage this year on the Great Lakes at this point in our season is only about 17% ice coverage compared to last year's 70% ice coverage at this time in the season. So the bad news this winter has been there's been very, very little ice this year in the Metro Detroit area. Yeah, we've had plenty of ice up north for the guys that have driven up north. There's ice over in Canada on Simcoe. There's been plenty of places for a guy to go and find ice. But here in Metro Detroit, where we generally have some pretty good ice coverage, this year we've just had terrible ice coverage, making ice fishing kind of a bust for a lot of guys. But the good news to that is, if we have relatively normal temperatures for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be able to get on the Detroit River a little bit early this year. And guys have been fishing Lake Erie all winter. So the spring outlook for walleye is pretty promising, guys. Hey, I just want to remind everybody of a few things. We are fast approaching 1,700 subscribers. And I've been promising you guys all winter that we're going to do a 2,000 subscriber giveaway this spring, which we will. And by the way, I want to thank all of you very much for subscribing to this channel and supporting this channel. So we'll be announcing details pretty soon for our spring giveaway. Friends, also, you don't want to forget that this fall November 6th through the 8th, we're taking a group of TJO friends and supporters down to Huron, Ohio to Lance Valentine's Teach and Fishing Weekend. If you're interested in being part of that group, make sure to drop me an email. You'll find my email in the description below. Make sure to drop me an email, and I'll reach out to you by email and make sure that you are kept in the loop throughout the year on the details for this event. Our theme for 2020 at TJO is, there are two kinds of men in this world. There are men that need Jesus in their life, and there are men that need more of Jesus in their life. And our goal this year is to help you identify which of those kind of men you are, so that we can help point you in the right direction to take your next steps in faith towards Jesus Christ. Friends, one of the most memorable years of walleye fishing that I've ever had was 1998. And I'll tell you what I remember about 1998. It was one of those winters where we had limited ice coverage. I was jigging the Detroit River on February 28th. And that March I caught a ton of walleye. With only 17% ice coverage right now on the Great Lakes, mark my words, this is not one of those years that you want to wait till April to get your boat ready. Believe me when I tell you want to get your boat out early this year, get your boat ready early, get those stinger hooks tied up, get a hold of Roy and order your Fat Boy jigs, get stocked up on your wind-out worms and your finesse minnows, your maniac worms. Guys, 2020 is going to be one of those years when the walleye fishing is going to get good right now. The first couple weeks of March, there's going to be some great walleye fishing on the Saginaw River until the season closes. And I'll guarantee you that by the time that season closes, there's going to be guys already hammering fish on the Detroit River and already hammering fish on Lake Erie. Heck, guys have been hammering fish on Lake Erie all winter. I stopped by a bait store on Friday, right by the Lake Erie Metro Park. And they told me that there was guys that had gone out earlier Friday morning. Guys, what I'm suggesting is the outlook for the spring 2020 walleye season is going to be fantastic. We're going to get an early start to jigging this year. There will be an early start to guys hitting Lake Erie. Saginaw River is always good in March. Guys, make sure to get those boats ready early. Make sure to get that gear ready early. Hey, as always, if you have any questions, you can find my email address in the description below. Drop me an email. As soon as we get those first couple stretches of warm water in March, it's going to be on. Hey guys, our theme for TJO for 2020 is, there are two kinds of men in this world. There are men that need Christ in their life, and there are men that need more of Christ in their life. Our goal for 2020 is to help you guys figure out which one of those guys you are, and to help you figure out how to take your next steps in faith towards Jesus Christ. Hey, as always, if you have any questions, you can find my email address in the description below. Drop me an email. If you guys want to get in on that, Teach and Fishing Weekend in Huron, Ohio, November 6th through the 8th, drop me an email. I'll put you on the list and I'll keep you informed throughout the season. Friends, God bless, tight lines. We will see you guys on the water.
Cast me not away from your presence. Take not your Holy Spirit. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and teach me the wisdom in the secret heart.